Welcome to output number 4 by Ashley and Co. The topic of today's output is innovation in football. As we have learned in class, innovation can be divided into different types of innovation: non-technological and technological. Here are a few examples of innovations that happen in football over the past few years. We're going to use those examples to explain basic concepts of innovation in strategic management. First of all, the boots in football have changed heavily. Here's, for example, the most actual version of the Nike Mercurial Superfly, worn by players such as Cristiano Ronaldo. But also, the way that football is being played has changed. For example, Barcelona's false 9, which we are going to discuss later. Also, the stadiums have changed. Here you can see the new Santiago Bernabéu, which is going to be built in a few years by Real Madrid. Let's move to the technological changes in football. The most recent one is definitely video-assisted refereeing. But also the way how we watch football has changed. For example, DAZN with its streaming service for live football matches. Last but not least, also the way how we purchase products within football and how customers are involved in that purchasing process. Here an example of Nike ID, where customers can customize their own football boots. But let's start with innovation in playing styles. As said before, Barcelona is very well known for its formation, which is called false 9, where Messi does not play the role of a typical number 9 striker. Nowadays, Barcelona clearly plays a bit different than that, but in 09 and 10, Barcelona was very successful when they won the Champions League against Manchester United. What we want to do now is use two other examples of playing styles to show how this false number 9 has been taken over by other types of playing styles. When Barcelona faced Bayern Munich in 2013, they were beaten by a side who clearly played a different type of football. Bayern at that time was well known for its pacey wingers, Arjen Robben and Franck Ribéry. So Bayern Munich beat Barcelona and won the Champions League in 2013. A few years later though, Bayern Munich faced Real Madrid, who were well known for their direct football, with superstars such as Cristiano Ronaldo or Gareth Bale. Once again, the type of football which was being played by Bayern was beaten by the type of football played by Real Madrid. We know that this is just a short and non-comprehensive overview of different playing styles, but this shows how different innovations are replaced by new ones with time. Next, we want to use VAR, or also called Video Assisted Refereeing, as an example for the linear innovation process. In the first step, the game has been analyzed, and experts came to the conclusion that something needs to be done about refereeing decisions. Basic R&D in this case really means that it was all done in labs and nothing has been done practically. In the next step, this research was applied. There were trials of VAR in the MLS and USL, soccer leagues in the United States. After that, FIFA came to the conclusion that VAR needs further improvements, so the product was developed, which means that mistakes that have been done in the past were improved in order to create a final product. In the next step, VAR became more applicable on a broader scale in football, such as for example the FA, which is the Football Association of England, used VAR in the FA Cup final. And the last step, innovation, which literally means that the product is going to the market, and we've seen in effect that VAR will be used at the FIFA World Cup, which takes place this summer in Russia. The sixth step would be diffusion, which in this case has not happened yet. But who knows, maybe video assisted refereeing will be taken over by some sort of artificial intelligence type of refereeing. While VAR can be seen as an example for a linear innovation process, we also want to have a look at the non-linear innovation process. Nike ID would be such an example. Nike ID is a concept or a program that's being used by Nike where they use their consumers. In the example we're gonna see in a few seconds, those are actual professional players for the development of their products. Consumer in that case become much more active and take the role of a certain innovator, entrepreneur for their company. But let's have a look at the example.
My name is Anaya, I'm an ID specialist, and I'm going to introduce you the Tiempo Legend 4 ID football boot. ID design-wise, you'll be able to pick 5 colours. You've also got the option of changing the colour of the swoosh, the laces, the lining, and the design feature on the back. Plate option, you've got your standard soft ground and your firm ground options, as well as the additional hybrid and artificial grass plates. You've got the options of the different widths, so if you fit into 9 or you find it's a bit of a snug feeling, you've got the option of picking a wide fitting and you have your customized Tiempo forwards.
Looks good. I like the back bit. It's really soft on your foot. Well, straight away, as soon as you put it on, you can move your toes, you can feel your toes. Yeah. So of course, when the ball comes to you,
yeah,
you have more comfortable when you've got more touch on the ball. With really hard leather, sometimes you can't get the feel of the ball, but with soft leather, you can feel it. Is that my boot?
That should be
Very nice.
Happy with that?
Yeah. It's a new season, start from scratch, take every advantage with Nike ID.
Here you can see the evolution of the Adidas Predator boots. The shoe is well known for its rubber patches of the top of the shoe that increase the grip between shoe and ball. Famous players, such as for example David Beckham, have been wearing those shoes. The first version, so the very top one in the picture, has been developed in 1994, so the shoe goes a long way back. Adidas has constantly been updating the shoe there, so there's been a new version of it every 1 or 2 years. What is very important here is that the whole R&D is being completely done by Adidas, which is an example for internal R&D, so innovation being done within the company without any external help. Also the way how we watch football has been changing over the few years, with the most recent innovation being DAZN, or DAZN, like they like to call themselves. What is DAZN? DAZN is basically a streaming service for live football. For a monthly fee, you can watch as many games as you want. The platform is available on all devices, from iPhone to iPad, your laptop, and even TV. But let's listen to our friend and how he would explain DAZN.
What? You pay $9.99? You taking a piss? Are you having a laugh, mate? How are you getting it for $9.99? For fuck's sake, why are we paying 40 quid, 50 quid, and you're getting it for $9.99? You're fucking taking the piss. I fucking hate you, mate.
When we compare DAZN to alternatives such as Sky or going to an Irish pub, we can see that it offers a similar service as to Sky, but for a much lower price. Also, we would say that due to the mobile access, it's way more convenient and its accessibility is way better. Also, you have a higher number of games that you can watch, plus it offers features which the other two solutions do not offer. You can individualize, so you can pick on your own which games you want to show, and it's way more mobile than, for example, Sky is. When we put this into the matrix of raising, reducing, creating, and eliminating, we can see that DAZN has increased the number of games that the consumer can watch. Also, the convenience of watching the game has increased. What has been reduced? Clearly the price. As we've seen in the video, the price is about $10 per month compared to $50 per Sky. What has DAZN created? Well, basically a streaming service for football games, which can be compared to, for example, Netflix or Amazon Prime. Also, it has created a platform which can be accessed from everywhere and is available on all devices, clearly indicating its increased mobility. What has it eliminated? Well, clearly the fear of missing a game, as you cannot access Sky or you do not have the time to go to the pub. Also, it has, in our opinion, eliminated paying ridiculous prices to watch the beautiful game. Coming to the last part of this output and the effects of innovation on businesses, customers, as well as society. Let's start with businesses. Clearly, they have been able to make a lot more profit due to many innovations. Nike and Adidas have grown their revenues, and other companies such as Sky or also DAZN have made a lot of money in the past few years. Also, there's new opportunities, as we've for example seen in the case of DAZN, which offer a streaming service for live football. But increased innovation also means increased pressure to adapt the products and come up with newly and innovative solutions for the client's demands. Moving on to the customers, which in this case would be, well, football players or athletes in general. Well, clearly, they have now better products than they did have 20 years ago. The effect on prices is a bit ambiguous, whereas for example for football boots you will pay a lot more than you would have paid 5 years ago. You can for example get the streaming service of DAZN for a much cheaper price than the same offer by Sky. As we've seen for example in the innovation of playing styles, a certain adaptation is required due to innovation. By that we mean that innovation drives customers, in that case players, to adapt their playing styles. Moving on to society. Well, definitely, as we've seen with businesses making more profit, there are also new and potentially more jobs. Also more taxes are being paid, and overall we can say that football has, at least in our opinion, improved. We want to finish this presentation with a quote by Michael Porter. He says that innovation is the central issue in economic prosperity, which once again highlights how important it is to innovate.